Welcome back to Meg's Mysteries. This story's called Girl with a Pearl. Hello, Pearl Wentworth here. I'm calling for Jacques Vamour. The woman on the other end says, Madam, he's very busy. May I ask what this is about? And he'll call you back when he can. Pearl says, I can't discuss it on the phone with you, but tell him I'll make it worth his while. I have millions. He can check me out. I'm Pearl Wentworth of the Southampton Wentworths, and I am heiress to the family fortune. 2 hours later, hello, this is Jacques Vamour. How may I help you, Ms. Wentworth? And how did you find me? Pearl says, a mutual friend. I know all about you and your reputation in the art world. I have a commission for your special expertise. Of course, it's a need-to-know basis. I must see you in person and discuss the matter as soon as possible. I'll pay anything. Money's no object. I can be in France by the weekend at the Paris Ritz Hotel. Hope to see you soon. And then she hangs up. Mitzi, his girlfriend, says, will you go? It might be a setup. Maybe she knows who and what you are. He tells her, international art thief. Ah, yes, my chérie. I'll check her out first. But I am intrigued on how she found me and who told her about my real occupation. Mitzi, don't worry so much. I've done these jobs for many years. You know I'm always careful. Pearl was waiting in the lobby of the Ritz Hotel. She took her private jet and is staying at her famous suite. She comes to Paris many times a year. She loves the city of love. The appointment was at 1. She sits in the champagne in the lobby. Jacques comes up to her. Good afternoon, Miss Wentworth. I see you started your day well. Call me Pearl, and I'll call you Jacques. We'll become fast friends. Do sit down and have a glass of the bubbly. Let's get down to business at hand. As you wish, Jacques says. I know you know all about me as an expert in art, but I know nothing about you. Do tell me what this is all about. I'll fill you in. I'm rich, spoiled, and I get what I want. And I want the 1665 Johannes Vermeer Dutch painting. Ah, yes, the girl with a pearl earring, Jacques says. No one can get near her. But, my dear Jacques, you can if the money's right. Yes? And she smiles. It hangs in a museum in the Netherlands. You know it well, I'm sure. Yes, I've been there many times. Rembrandt, Vermeer, Potter, Rubens, and many more great masters hang there. I love them all. And she is the most famous in my book, says Pearl. I've seen her too, many times, but I must own her now. I collect pearls, she laughs. Blame my father who named me and covered me in pearls all my life. He even called me his pearl of the sea. My collection grows, and I own the largest and richest collection in the world. You must see it in person someday. Father spoiled me rotten, and I've come accustomed to getting my way. And I want the painting, and you will get it for me. Jacques thinks to himself, ah, Americans, spoiled, wealthy, and always think that they can get their way. What will she pay for it, a couple million or more? The painting in 1994 was appraised at $30 million US. Now it's worth over $55 million and housed in the most secure museum in the Netherlands. How can I pass this up? But I'll take not less than $3 million US, he tells her. Or more. Pearl smiles. No, money's no object. As I said earlier, I want something, I'll get it. And I've got you, yes? Jacques tells her, I'll give you my answer tomorrow night at dinner. It's on me. Oh, honey, I always pay, she smiles. See you at 8, and don't be late. Jacques thinks to himself, what a crazy lady, but her money's good, and I'm bored. I haven't done a job in a long while. This should be my best work ever. He always works alone, and he knows the museum like the back of his hand. He had cased it and many others many times, like he did for many famous museums that held art of the great masters. He checks all security cameras, location, all equipment, and panels. He knows where everything is located, the viewing schedule and closing time. Even the route the guards kept. He knew to the minute how many guards are on and where they go. He smiles to himself. I know I can pull this one off, and it'll be worth it. I swear I'll retire after this one, like I told Mitzi. Pearl flies back to Southampton and waits for the word. No more contact till she gets the painting in her own hands and pays Jacques his well-earned money. The museum is closing and all the security is in place. Jacques hides in plain sight dressed as a security guard, and no one notices him. He knows the schedule of the guards and where the security panels are. He disarms the panels and cameras. He just has 15 minutes to take the painting and run, in between the guards' rounds. The coast is clear, and he goes up to the painting. But something goes wrong. A guard comes back early. "Hey, what? Stop! I got a gun," he yells. And another guard comes running in. Jacques tackles the first guard and takes his gun. The second guard pulls his weapon, and Jacques shoots first, hitting him, and runs out without the prize, but with his life. He was not caught, and the cameras were blacked out, and the guards didn't get a good look at him. What a close call that was, he thinks as he gets away. Pearl is waiting for the call. Days later on the world news. Painting of the girl with the pearl earring. Safe. Thieves got away, but the police are on the trail and looking at many well-known art thieves. Pearl is furious. She calls Jacques, leaves a message. Call. Jacques and Mitzi are hiding out in Switzerland, laying low for a while. They have enough money to survive for a while. No more jobs, says Mitzi. This was too close, and you barely got out. The guard was almost killed and almost died. You never hurt anyone. I'm so upset. Jacques agrees. He'll retire now. But Pearl, will she let it go, or will she target him and tell on him? She has the means and the wealth to track him down or turn him in. Finally, he calls her to take the temperature. I'm sorry, he tells her, but it got out of hand. I'm not repeating this ever. I'm out. Pearl says, well, you tried. Why don't you come stay here with me for a while till things cool down? No one will look for you here in the States. Bring Mitzi, too. I have something to give you for your efforts. Mitzi tells him, I don't know if we can trust her. It might be setting you up. Jacques says, but she's in it as much as I am. I have proof. I kept recordings of all the conversation, just in case something went wrong. So they flew under different names and IDs, Mr. and Mrs. Johannesson, from Switzerland to the U.S. Mitzi tells him, I've never been in the state before. He says, oh, it's okay, but I love Europe. We'll only stay for a short time till it's safe to go home again. We'll collect what she gives us and then leave when we can. It'll be like a vacation, and who knows, I just might add jewel thief to my talents. She brags that she has the biggest and best collection of pearls and jewelry in the world. Maybe we can snatch some. A limo is waiting for the Johannessons to take them to Southampton and the Wentworth Manor. Southampton is well known to be the playground for the rich and some famous, and Pearl is well known for her extravagant parties and showing off her collection and her wealth. But this time it's only 2 guests she welcomes into her home. They are shown into a fabulous room full of art and displays of collections. The famous rare pearl collection is locked away in a secure room, and Pearl has the only keys to her favorite items, most expensive and rare pearls. She tells them, I made a special place for the painting, but at last it was not meant to be. But I'll give you the famous pearl tour, if you like. Jacques says, we love to see it, and they follow her into the room full of priceless pearls. Artwork and jewelry all around, anything that has pearls on it or in it. It was breathtaking. As Jacques and Mitzi admire it all, Pearl pulls out a pearl-handled gun. 2 shots, 1 for each in the head. No one displeases me, and you did, Jacques. You were supposed to be the best. I guess not. And so sorry, Mitzi, you had to go too. I'll have to find another master thief to get it right this time. Bodies disappear all the time if you had the money, and people will do anything for it. And boy, do I have the money. Daddy didn't raise a quitter. I'll get it right this time. Then Pearl calls her trusted servant and leaves the room for them to clean up. Pearl goes to call another well-known art expert on her list. Hello, this is Pearl Wentworth calling for Mr. Raoul Dunmore, art expert. I have a special commission for him. And she smiles. I always get what I want in the end, right, Daddy? You taught me well. Always be prepared. Hope you like this one, this mystery. Come back for more on Meg's Mystery. Have a good evening.